You're listening to an episode recorded during the time Innovation Fuel was part of University Canada West. We are proud and grateful for the work we've done together, and we want to thank the university for being in our podcast. We are now excited to continue the journey of Innovation Fuel into its next chapter. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to Innovation Fuel. I am Gelare Farhadian.
And I am Dave Kiran. We are educators, business experts, and hosts of this podcast, Innovation Fuel. This is brought to you by University Canada West. Each week, we present insights on being an entrepreneur and connecting into businesses around the community, then bringing them back into the UCW for our students to learn from.
If you want to learn more about what we talked about so far, check out our episodes at www.ucanwest.ca/innovation fuel. Dave, did you take your vitamin D?
Oh God, I forgot to take my vitamin D. Oh no, what's going to happen?
So seriously, what do you do? Where you buy your vitamin D?
Well, you know something, this is a funny story because part of my background is that I've been in this wellness business and I've launched an e-commerce site. So I buy all my supplements online.
Online, oh, that's good. But how do you know which vitamin D is better for you? Because there is many out there.
You know, Galar, I think that is the resounding question. Even when I look back in my past when I did, launch a wellness site and did that piece, that is the biggest challenge. We just don't know what to take. What do we take and how do we take it? And I think the one thing that the question that always comes up is a variety of different things about absorption rates and what types of supplements to take, what combination of supplements to take, and vitamins. And I think it's also the whole being element too, is because it's not only the supplements, the vitamins, there's more to this wellness side of things.
Yeah, it is. And how they are dealing, these retail stores that they are out there and selling the supplements, how they are dealing during COVID, because people are not willing that much go inside the stores. So how are you dealing with it? What is the operation side does it look like?
Yeah, exactly. Like before you had your doors open, you were able to walk into these small mom and pop shops and be able to pick up your supplements, meet your wellness consultant. But all of a sudden, it's shut and it's done. And so now you have to rethink it. And these businesses need to rethink it.
Exactly.
Based on this exciting element, we've got someone that comes from this space, of course. We wouldn't have all these conversations if it didn't lead to something. So joining us on today's episode in Innovation Fuel is Lili Molavi.
Lili Molavi is Registered Nutritional Counsellor and health food store owner. Lili is a certified behavioral analyst who has over 22 years of corporate experience in career as software engineering, business coach, consultant, and workshop leader. Lili achieved the Chancellor's Award with her MBA from the Royal Roads University, and she's the author of the book Effortless Beauty. Welcome, Lili. Welcome, Lili Molavi, to Innovation Fuel Podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, welcome, Lili. Lili, great to have you here today on our show. Lili, our audience always needs to know who we're talking to. We need a little bit of a backstory here. Tell us a little about who you are and where you are today.
Sure. I have so many stories to tell you, but I'll take you to 10 years ago because things changed for me in a major way. I had the perfect life. I was traveling around the world. I had my family. I got my MBA. I had created my second business, a management consulting firm. And I had the opportunity to work with more than 3,000 employees in big multinational companies like Shell, Sanofi, Aventis, and Renault. Something happened. I wasn't happy due to my health challenges. And one day I read an article in the North Shore News that one person has seen cancer patients get well with nutrition and natural medicine. So I phoned her, I met up with her, and then she became my mentor. And she saw the passion in me, and she advised me with some natural medicine that changed my life. Nothing had helped me up till then the way that those things helped me. So I bought 2 health food stores, and then the HealthWorks became my fourth business as an entrepreneur.
And there's more than the stores. You do some counseling, and I think you even wrote a book about this.
Yeah, so I became a registered nutritionist, and because I really wanted to understand my own body. And then, I worked with so many other practitioners like Ayurvedic medicine, naturopathic doctors, homeopaths. And I told to myself, if I can help myself manage those symptoms, I can help other people. Writing a book, it was a true calling. And I wanted to share those experiences of my own healing journey and my clients who, I see miracle stories happen in our store, Bangalore. It's like, I get so inspired when someone comes into the store and tell me, oh, that helped, you changed my life. And that kind of, changed the whole thing for me, in a day.
So transitioning, Lili, from that high pressure corporate life to the world of entrepreneurship.
Working in high pressure corporation projects, deadline, it gave me kind of stress and anxiety. I grew up in war and revolution in my back country, but when I came to Canada, I found my healing place. So that's another business that I had was like a well-being center. So that was a transition from a corporation background into a retail business ownership for me. And that kind of helped me to come from like a scientific background and experiencing things that I didn't experience, because they say health is wealth. Like I learned in business how to managing people, and then how the world works, and how you can become rich, right? Everybody is looking after money, but then if you don't have the health, nothing works.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I always have the same question, Lili. Why, Lili, you're not growing old at all? Maybe that's the reason, right? So you're
the natural medicine, Kalari.
So you have your nutrition store right now, and you have many competitors in Vancouver. And what you can see in the society and see that there is a need for that kind of store. So
some people pass by our store and they say, oh, it's a health food store. I did this like 15 years ago with my aunt who's a medical doctor, and she was telling me, oh, this is good for ginkgo, is great for circulation and whatever. And I said, what? We are beyond a health food store. We are a place of healing for people. When people come into our store, we offer more than 5,000 products, like herbal medicine, dietary supplements, homeopathic remedies, you name it, and personal care, sport nutrition. But how we are differentiating ourselves is based on the services that we provide. It's like the expertise and the knowledge and the experience. Most of my staff have been in this industry for the last more than 15 years, or they have education in Ayurvedic medicine, homeopathic medicine, different areas of modalities of holistic healing and health. Yeah, we offer these supplements, but beyond those 5,000 products, there is a layer of knowledge that you're able to ask your customers the specific questions that lead you to what they really need.
No, so you build your relationship with your clients. You mean your customers, and see that's what they need and what you can offer.
Yes. Yeah.
So what services, rather than helping them to pick the right product, what other services you offer to them?
So for the last 8 years that I've been in this business, each year it has been a different event or educational, raising awareness about holistic health, lifestyle. We are solving real problems right now, specifically even with COVID, like how people can boost their immune system. We have so many people coming into our store with low mood. Mental health has been affected dramatically. We are basically helping people stay healthy, boost their immune system, adapting to stress, anxiety, sleep is a big issue right now, and so on. 3-4 years ago, I had a weight loss program. 2-3 years ago, I invited a homeopath who was a specialist in live blood cell analysis, and him and we work together on programs. We've got more than 5,000 customers on the North Shore. So we work more than 100 clients each month, booking, blocks of appointments with them, bringing their medical lab tests, review them, sending them back to their medical doctors, asking for more. You can do vitamin D test. You can ask for like $75 and you can get your levels checked. So we would send them back, get those results, do some assessments. And what we differentiate ourselves is how we personalize supplementation plans for people. So that's specific, like one example of what we have done. So
this seems like a pretty complicated operation, like a lot of moving pieces, and you're trying to create that relationship with a customer. How do you manage all this? How do you make sure that you're still engaging that customer, keeping up with all those pieces?
Yeah, that's why I call ourselves like holistic health center. Like right now, due to COVID, we have stopped some of those services like infrared sauna, alkaline water, a way of detoxification. We used to rent our rooms to practitioners. So that was some other kind of revenue stream for us. But right now, like we are working on actually, my last project has been with some people who are really interested to know the root cause of their problems, to get some gene tests done with a Canadian lab back east. And then you would really go to the root cause of why people are not feeling healthy. What are the root cause? There's a study that goes with the expression of the genes now, that depending on our lifestyle and environment, how our bodies are responding, or what are the risk factors. So basically, we can help them, identify those and then work with their doctors or pharmacists if they're on any kind of medications, and then basically personalize those supplements.
So it means that you're dealing with a lot of suppliers, because you said that over 5,000 products you have it. So how you build your relationship with suppliers?
Giller, that's a very good question. We work with more than 70 Canadian suppliers and some U.S. companies. They have representatives, area managers who meet with us in the store, like for meetings every month. So you can imagine a store that people come in and a phone rings. We've got meetings with the reps from these companies. They come in and educate us about the newest research, the new products, and all the negotiation deals about all of these like distributors, manufacturers, and suppliers they can offer us. Yeah, we need to, review all of the, promotions in a month. Is a lot of work.
Yeah, one thing that is really always interesting is that you may have a same product, but from different suppliers.
Yes.
So how you do market them, but there's all end up, it's your product as well. So how you end up marketing and
So you really need to be detailed oriented in this industry. Like you have, let's say, 5 products from 5 different suppliers, and all of them, they get approval from Health Canada so that we are allowed to sell them on our shelves based on their research. And their ingredients might be different. There are many different types of vitamins and minerals. And when you study them, like one company, for example, B complex might be a regular B complex that you can get from any grocery shops now. But then the difference with our products, they are activated. People, what we have found from our experience is that people have absorption issues. So if you're not providing them with the food source supplement that body recognizes as food and readily can absorb it, or activated form of those supplements, people are throwing their money into trash cans. So you really need to know what you're doing. You're asking questions from people. So their gender, their conditions, their background, and based on maybe like some older people, they need some activated forms of B complex so that we can absorb. So you can see Like you need to ask them and then you choose which one you can recommend and advise to a customer.
So you can see that's what is the details of the product, ingredients is, which one is the best for that one. Yeah, okay, got it. And what others? I mean, some products will be go on the discount because that is a supplier will tell you, right? So it will be competition between one product and another product. It's the same. For example, 2 vitamin D is going to be on competition.
Yeah, so different levels that's not how we differentiate our products. Like some retail stores, they go into competitive, strategy of pricing. So of course, you need to know what others are doing as far as the pricing goes. But in like our strategy in our business is that because we are offering some added value services to people, consultation that our customers even have told us, you guys are so knowledgeable. We can increase our prices again, a little bit higher as a premium pricing, but also there are certain products that you can't go higher. There's an established price in the market. But what we do, so in order for our cash flow to be healthy and our business to be running, on a sound basis, is that you need to get the book prices, get the best deals from those suppliers, like buy them in discounts, and usually adjust the price or have a great margin percentage, which in this industry is average like 38%, to be able to cover your costs, like operating costs. And that's how you set your prices.
So Lili, and you go to big box stores, and big box stores are able to bring in mass volumes and they get bigger discounts. So how are you able to do a very similar element without having to bring big amounts of inventory in?
Yeah, some products are moving products and, it's everywhere and we can, bring boxes. We can't compare head to head with big places like grocery shops. Our competitors now are grocery shops, like even Costco carries our products, Amazon, online prices are so low. And then these big boxes, they buy in boxes, like 12 boxes, and they get a higher percentage of discounts. Whereas our ability is lower. So we go into in a mode that we need to have some promotions monthly so that we are not behind of the game, but at the same time, keeping our margins healthy to cover our major costs.
Yeah, that is great. So one more thing is that I think that it's how you make sure your efficiency, your process, your supply process, and your operations efficient, because it will really affect your costs as well.
Yeah, to minimize the cost, basically to answer your question is you need to minimize the unneeded cost. Your majority of your expenses go to your rent, staff, and your inventory. But the other things are like advertising. Another revenue stream that we have had in the past is to rent out the rooms to practitioners, or even lease the window display, because we are in a very good location, and it's a very beautiful village, North Vancouver, called Edgemont Village. We're part of a very healthy and educated community of people. So suppliers know about that, and they're willing to, pay for that advertisement in the windows. So that's how they contribute to us. I mean, COVID has really affected us. We were closed for, 1.5 months, but we have managed to bring down some of the costs to be efficient and run our business.
So since we're stepping into the world of COVID, tell us a little bit more about some of the challenges you've faced in COVID and then how your business has overcome those.
Yeah, so the main thing is the safety of our staff and customers. And we are on a daily basis reviewing all the announcements and rules and regulations, and have created our protocols for customers and also our staff. Well, we were closed for 1.5 months, and I'm so grateful to live in Canada. I really need to thank the Canadian government. Compared to USA, my sister lives in USA. Like when you compare, things are really different. We are getting wage subsidies. We are getting rental. The first few months, the government had a plan of the rental assistance, but that was on the shoulder of the landlords, which a little bit caused some problems for us for a few months to negotiate. And, they were kind and supportive, but now it's a new program. So we need to be on top of everything every day with our accountants and, review what we're doing. Otherwise, we're not able to, survive as a small business.
So what do you think what is the government can help you to, we were going to talk about market later, but how do you think that government can help you go through this pandemic? Because we can see the vaccine is coming, light end of the tunnel. So it's good.
Very good question, Hillary. I think health food stores have been the social change in a global arena, because nowadays you can see people are into more taking their vitamin C, D, zinc, and now scientists and even medical doctors are treating their patients with these natural supplements. What I would like to see from the government support in this specific industry is to give people a choice about, including these natural supplements as a way of natural medicine, that they are really effective. Some people say there's no research or anything. That's not true. Each supplement has a research background. Otherwise, we're not allowed to sell those products. So I would like the government to categorize our industry as being essential. Some of my customers were complaining when I closed my doors that you are essential. How are we going to boost our immune system if you're closed? They consider pharmacies as essential, but not us. And that bothered me because I see how we have trained and helped so many people in this industry to stay healthy. So that would be my request.
So, and this is extremely interesting, because there has been that dialogue. There has been these challenges out there that, government is trying to manage what they should keep open, what they shouldn't keep open. But I think it's opening a new door for this. And it kind of leads me to the question, how has this changed your business for the future? What does this look like now post-COVID? What does this element change? Will it change? Does it change the challenge around natural and whether we can have more opportunities to access those pieces?
So the market, one study showed that the dietary supplements in the market has like $123 billion market, and it's growing each year by 8.2 average percentage. And we are expecting to have like around $230 billion between 2012 and 2027. Everybody's kind of going on this trend, changing their diets, becoming healthier, fit, they're really into their health. Some of our challenges, like my challenges over the last few months was that, okay, if there is a second wave, what should I do? So for the last 3 months, we were able to have our own online business, set up. So now we have the, opportunity to sell our supplements online. People are now doing phone ordering, online ordering, pickup, or we deliver some of the products. So we have been on top of those challenges in our industry.
So how did you cover that part of your service, for example, help the customer pick the right product?
Yes, so I have been giving them free consultations over the phone. So they can call us anytime. Like I was doing phone consultations from home. I've done beyond for the last 6 months. It's been like people coming at different positions, entrepreneurs asking me advice on things. And I've been helping my friends, families, people who have not been able to pay their rents. They didn't have food on their tables. They didn't have places to live. So I've been, seeing so many cases, Hillary. This is crazy. This is like times of compassionate kindness of humanity. People need to really step up. And I think Canadians have been wonderful and, helping each other and mental health. That's like my main thing. It's like growing every day. And I grew up with anxiety, and, I've been able to, practice so many holistic healing practices in my own personal life, including like meditation, yoga, walking in the forest. So I would love to share these experiences with people and help more and more.
Sure. One thing that I want to know, it's how you can see the change in consumer behavior, your customer behavior, what you can see during the COVID, what have changed?
One major thing that has changed is that people like to shop online. Some people do not like to go into the malls. They do not like to come into the stores. We are in a very, pandemic time. So it's understandable. But as I'm reading more and more articles, consumer behaviors is changed, and it's going to be really different from now on. So brick and mortar retail stores, some of them might not stay open, depending on the industry, of course.
So with Lili, with that in mind, like your future plans for how you continue to adapt this element, like, you talked about Galari, about the element doing the consultation on the phones, and as your business goes back post-COVID, like how do you tend to adapt to that? Do you plan to use newer technologies or things along that lines to better service your clients?
Yeah, we need to be on top of our games and really help people. So we keep continuing. I haven't opened up my rooms with practitioners. So our practitioners are having like training, educational, free seminars online. We posted, on our marketing, board, or we keep continuing giving service in the store. If people come in, we have like healing sessions here. People come in stressed. Some of them cry in my store with me, and we cry together. And when they leave, they kind of smile and they go. So I have built a space that I hold the space strong for people. So I need to do a lot of self-care out of the business whenever I'm not in the store, so that when I'm here, I'm grounded. So I kind of provide the space. My ears are quite like, I'm just a listener when people come in. I just allow them to just talk with me about anything that they come in. It's all about holistic health. It's not like only physical body. Mental layers really affect our physical health. So we really need to be helping in those areas and keep continuing doing business in a safe way online, and the store.
Thank you, Lili. It was fantastic. I think that the students learn a lot about the retailer stores, how it works, and especially during the pandemic. And I think that we all hear from all small businesses that they have to do services. And during the COVID, what's the challenges they have? And I think that, as you said, the partially part of it is will stay with us. Mm-hmm. You stay to buy online. We may, but I don't know about others, but I love go to stores. I like to touch products.
Frankly speaking, me too. I love the human interaction because we are social beings. And being isolated, that's like a challenge that everybody needs to address in their lives and businesses.
Exactly.
It's another experience when you see people and talk and exchange like energies.
Yeah. But I think that is a lot of majority will change their behavior because they get used to buy online. And this is how we are, small businesses can deal with it, and how the society and government can support them as well.
Absolutely.
This has been an amazing chat, Lili, and great information for our audience, our students. We always reach out to our guests to give us anything. Is there any piece of information, advice that you can share with our audience, our students, that might help their well-being or might help them in their business?
I would go with entrepreneurs because this is my fourth or fifth business, and I created my businesses out of my own challenges. And then I followed my passion. So this is one piece of advice that I give to young entrepreneurs. Of course, at these times, it's hard for them to have a startup company, or even because we are risk takers. Like, we have done so many. I have, put my life into my business so that I can keep my doors open and serve my community. But if young entrepreneurs, there's so many resources at your university. I mean, you're doing a great job as creating new, ways to help young people learn about how they can have better solutions, surviving these challenges. And also the main thing, just stay grounded, have lots of self-care and self-love, and, to be able to create what you love.
Yes, I always can remember that when the Lili wanted to start her business, I said, that's okay, Lili, can I come work with you? Because I was a maker and I didn't have a job. I was a student as well, and I had to work on my PhD and I need a job. And she said, come to work. What we earn, we can share.
I love to help people. I'm finishing my coaching certificate, overall life coaching as well, because I think like right now there's so much room to help, people find their way through these challenging times. So I would love to help. I'm honored. I'm
Thank you, Lili. It was awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Gilare, for having me.
For all business owners out there, we have a fleet of enthusiastic, ready-to-go students here to help you. They have all this knowledge that they need to share and help you in your small business challenges right now, especially in COVID. So reach out to us. We've got capstone projects. We've got internship or virtual internship projects that we can get our students on helping you. And if you think you have a great story like Lili here, that you need to share, because innovation happens when we share ideas, we bring ideas together. So reach out to us. We want to share your story. We want to share it with our students. We want to share it with our listeners. And so please reach us at www.ucanwest.ca/innovation fuel.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Lili. You have been listening to the Innovation Fuel podcast with your host, Dave and Gilare. And I am going to buy my vitamin D now from my local store.
I'm definitely going to buy my vitamin D starting today from my local store. Of course. If you love this episode of Innovation Fuel, join us again next week for another interesting, wonderful story from our community.